Pag Show. Great radio stations across the land. iHeartRadio, JoePags.com, Newsmax TV as well. On a Tuesday. That's a crazy train Tuesday. Glad to have you. E-O-U, sometimes Y. Carrie, I think that he did this song because it was the vowel song, right?
No.
Not what happened?
Not at all.
Okay.
No.
I'm surprised. I kind of thought it was.
Pretty sure. No.
Now, you watched that Dancing with the Stars, right?
I didn't last night.
What?
I'm sorry.
What?
I'm sorry. I missed all the excitement. I heard about it, though.
I have asked you to do very little on this show, and in turn, you do very little.
You did not ask me to watch it.
You do
just
very
say
little
it's
on the show.
stupid when I do.
No, what I did was I by the way, Carrie's my news anchor and also a general pain in the neck. What I did was I assumed that you were telling the truth when you said you were going to watch it.
Well, no,
well, what?
I didn't.
Well, what? I'm sorry. Well, what?
I didn't DVR it, and I got home, and...
So you didn't bring it for the fans today. You didn't bring it for the people.
But I know what happened, though.
All right, we'll talk about
the most important thing?
Well, I thought that you were actually... Because I didn't watch it. That's for damn sure.
Well, you know what happened, too. Everybody knows what happened now.
First and foremost, it is my daughter Samantha's birthday today. She's 24 years old today. And we love you, Sam. She's an amazing photographer, an amazing child. And I oftentimes call her my mini-me. As most of you know by now, because I talk about it all the time, 5 daughters. And Sam is the second one in line. And just a great kid. She's a great kid and really,
awesome.
really is my mini-me. So therefore, by you saying she's awesome, you are actually agreeing that I, in fact, on some level, am awesome.
No. Your daughter's awesome. She's great.
We had the birthday party. Got a lot of gifts. It was uncomfortable for me because there was underwear involved, and I didn't need to see her getting gifted the underwear. And hey, what kind of? And I now know what a bralette is, and I don't think I've ever wanted to know what a bralette was. Be honest with you.
You should know. But
happy birthday to Sam. We love you like crazy. During the conversation today, somehow we got on Italians, and how many Italians have big noses. Now, the fact is, I'm Italian. I'm predominantly Italian. Yeah. Last name is Pagliarulo. You got to do it. Got to make your fingers into a little way. Hey, Pagliarulo. Hey, meet the ball. So, it's Joe Pag. So we break it down to that. But my daughter Gabby, and everybody knows the plight of Gabby over the past couple of weeks, as we're re-engaging and healing as a family, says, all Italians have big noses. And I think she gets that from the Family Guy, because the Family Guy is always making fun of Italians. I don't watch the show, but she thinks it's hilarious.
I don't either.
And I said, well, I love a big nose. Carrie, would you say I have a big nose, you think?
I don't think so.
Hold on,
No.
No? Side view? Is that a big nose?
No.
So I said, well, I don't have a big nose. She said, well, yeah, you do, but your head's so big it looks normal. Is that a nice thing to say to Dad, do you think?
Well, now, you do have a big head, though. She does.
Well, thank you for joining in on the fun, Lockie. I thought maybe just once you'd take my side of something.
Sorry.
So we have that. Let's talk about Dancing with the Stars before we get to Keith Olbermann, who's an idiot, and he's somehow back doing something. And bottom of the hour will be Scotty Nell Hughes, representing the Trump campaign. He's going to talk about Donald Trump has put out his thoughts and his ideas and his policy for child care. Did you hear about this?
I did, yeah.
So we're going to have her comment on that here in the program, bottom of the hour. But Dancing with the Stars, I didn't watch it. 2 things I take away from Dancing with the Stars, because I went back and I watched the video of Rick Perry dancing.
And
did you see it?
Now. I saw a snippet of it today.
So, all right.
I got the lowest score of the night.
Yes.
So,
well, I mean, first and foremost, they sat down, and in the interview portion, they said, okay, tell us about yourself. Well, I'm Rick Perry. And actually, I sound just like him when I do my Rick Perry impersonation.
Not really. But
I'm Rick Perry, governor of the great state of Texas. And then he stops. He said, whoops. No, I'm not the governor. I'm the former governor of the great state. So it didn't start as auspiciously as I think he wanted it to be honest with you.
Probably not. Right?
And then the actual dance. Now, look, I know Rick Perry very well. We've had him in studio many times. I've done special events with him. He's a great guy. Called me when I had cancer. Called me when my dad died. I mean, he's just a great guy. He really, really is. And I think he would have been a great president, by the way. Those of you across the nation listening or watching, he would have been a great president. He was on some sort of pain pills for his back when he ran the first time, and we had the whoops moment and all that, and it pretty much ended the run. I think he'll be part of a Trump administration should Donald Trump win. I get the feeling he would be defense secretary, but I'm not sure. He's a military man, and he's a good guy. But, yeah, he started out with that flub that I guess he still thought he was the governor for a minute. That could be an issue. Been out for a few years, couple of
A
years.
little bit. Yeah.
But then he went out and danced, and let me start by saying he did way better than I could do.
True.
Although,
yes, I go with that.
you know that I can cut a rug if I have to.
No.
You know that I know.
No.
If I needed to, I get out there. But here,
No.
do you think he over Texased it?
Well, a little bit.
Do you know why I'm asking that?
Why? Because of the background? What they
Well,
have
the
out there?
outfit and the boots and the whole thing. I
Yeah.
mean, Rick Perry's a guy who wears a suit and tie every day and maybe a pair of boots. Look, he's Texan through and through. But suddenly he was almost over the top Texas, wasn't he?
Yeah, a little bit. But I think it wasn't just Rick Perry last night. It was a couple more of them, too.
Now,
But
again, keep in mind, I
guys
did
from
not watch. I
Texas,
did
yeah.
watch some football last night. And, of course, we're not even talking about
Ninja.
football. We're talking about people kneeling or standing or farting or whatever the heck they're doing. We're to talk about everything other than football, to be honest with you. And that doesn't make any sense. But so I do know that there was some sort of an uproar, and they had to go to commercial really quickly after Ryan Lochte got done, and I'll have you explain that to the audience in a minute.
Okay.
But it was almost like he purposely did a caricature of somebody from Texas.
Yeah.
Lowest score of the
Like I
night,
said,
huh?
It wasn't. It was not good. It was not good.
come on.
Now, could I do any better? Probably
No,
not.
definitely not.
So,
No. Maria told me, your
putting
husband
it out
told
there.
me
You
at
don't
your
know.
wedding
You
that
don't
dance
know
was
I did.
horrible. We actually have video.
Not true.
Chris, can we cue the video of Carrie dancing at her?
Nope,
Oh, we don't
there
have that?
is
Darn it. We
no
don't. Oh, there is
video.
video. We just don't have
No.
it.
Well, that's true.
Oh, I will
You'll never
obtain
have that video.
I will obtain that
never.
video.
Never. Mm-mm.
Oh, yes.
No.
So,
no.
I don't think you needed to go so over the top Texan. Let me ask you a secondary question. Should Trump win, and I hope he does, and should Perry be in his cabinet, do you think Russia and China and North Korea and others and Cuba will use the Dancing with the Stars video against the defense secretary?
That is a good possibility. Yeah.
Am I going too far here, or am I right on? Am I right on with this one?
They could probably use that one.
I've reached out to Rick
make it all
Perry. He's not
comfortable
taking
fun.
my phone calls. I think that he
Aw, that's a
knows
shame.
I want to give him a couple of dance lessons. But God bless
Give
him for
us some
trying.
dancing tips.
Listen,
It's hard.
bigger
Yeah.
guts and gumption than I have because he's on there.
I know.
And
yeah.
not that anybody's ever asked or ever would, but my answer would be no, busy that day.
Yeah, well, they wouldn't, so we don't have to worry
No, they
about
probably
that.
would, but I think they know that I
They
would say no.
wouldn't. Yeah, they wouldn't ask.
Pretty sure they'd ask. Yeah,
No,
pretty
I'm
sure.
they wouldn't.
So we have that.
No.
Now, do you know what the Ryan Lochte upheaval was? What was that whole thing about?
Well, they finished their dance, and they were about to be
By the way,
judged
how
for
did he do?
Carrie
He's an
Ann.
athlete. How did he do? I didn't watch.
You know what? I didn't even know the score. I just know what happened.
Okay, go ahead.
Actually, so they're about to start criticizing the judges. Carrie
Yeah.
Ann started, and then all of a sudden you see the split screen. It's her, and on the other
Right.
half of the screen it was their dance. And all of a
Okay.
sudden you hear her say, "Excuse me, excuse me, what are you doing?" And then Tom Bergeron says, "Yeah, you know what? Oh, we got to go to break."
So that's a live show?
Yes, apparently it was last night. So then we see the video, these two guys with white T-shirts. They've got Lochte, and they've got the big circle and a line through the name. And they were trying to rush him last night. And the security guys from Dancing with the Stars grabbed him, put him on the floor, handcuffed him, and took him out.
So it's almost like Ghostbusters, that sign with a circle around the ghost and then a line
yes,
through
with
it?
Lochte,
They had
yeah.
Lochte. And what was their
Yes.
problem? Because he dared lie about
Because he
what
was
happened
saying
in
he
Brazil?
was a liar, and there were a lot of other Olympic athletes that Dancing with the Stars could have chosen, and they made a bad choice, basically.
Why do people think
Yeah.
that that's their plight
I
in
know.
life? That's their role in life
I
to
don't know.
right every perceived wrong. Ryan
Yeah.
Lochte lied about what happened in Brazil, probably not as badly as the media is pretending he lied, but he lied. Because of that, he can't be on Dancing with the Stars. It's not like he's running for president. It's Dancing with the Stars.
Yeah, and he is being punished, and
Well, I mean,
now he's on the
what the-
show,
I mean,
and he's trying to make up for it.
Isn't part of the punishment being on the show?
Well, no.
Isn't that his community service?
No,
It's
it's
not?
part of the punishment.
That's
It's
not his
supposed to be a
community
good
service. Are you
thing.
sure?
No, I'm positive.
I thought it was
no.
20 hours painting
That's-
over graffiti,
Yeah.
20 hours cleaning up the local park, 20 hours speaking to kids at school, and then you appear on
Probably.
Dancing with the Stars. Are you sure that's
no,
not part of
that's
it?
not part
Are you
of the
sure?
punishment. I'm almost
I think
positive.
it is. I think that's
I
part of
don't
the.
think it is.
All right, so we
No.
have that for you. And certainly if you saw Dancing with the Stars last night and you have a comment on Rick Perry or any of the dancers, fine. We're not going to talk about it very long, though. That's for sure. We have
Oh,
to
and he
talk.
scored a 24. So that's
Who
not,
did? Ryan
that's not
did?
great. Yeah, yes, all sixes from the judges. Not great.
So
but-
all things counted evenly, that's not a good score.
Yeah, it was about average, I guess. Well,
How
for
many
your
judges?
first
3?
dance, too. There are 4 of them.
So they all got
Score of 1
sixes,
to
and
10.
it's out of 10?
They got all 6s, yeah.
Was
So,
he? You think he was
not
lit? Do you think he was
great.
stoned?
I don't know. I would hope
He could have
not.
been lit, no?
I don't think so. No.
Do you have any thoughts on Keith Olbermann?
I saw your Facebook page.
Right. But do you have any thought? I mean, before you saw what I posted on Facebook and Twitter, by the way, joepags.com, JOEPAGS.com. Click on Facebook, click on Twitter. You'll see the picture that I posted about Keith Olbermann. Before you saw that, though, do you generally, like, if we were, your family and my family got together over the weekend?
Mm-hmm. We should again. It's been way
it kind of cracks
too
me
long,
up. It's so stupid.
don't you think?
If our families had gotten together and I said, "Hey, Keith Olbermann," what would your reaction have been? Positive, negative, not anything.
Not anything really.
Okay.
I don't think about him. I didn't really watch him.
I understand
so.
things about you. That's interesting. I do understand.
Really?
Well,
Now that
maybe
could
not.
be a little disturbing. Okay.
So he's trending on Facebook today. And for those who don't know who Keith Olbermann is, I will fill you in. I'll tell you when I was a huge fan and when that went out the window. And yes, somehow again, Ryan Lochte should not be allowed to be on Dancing with the Stars, but I'll bet those same idiots probably think Keith Olbermann deserves his 15th chance in media. I'll tell you the story behind that. Bottom of the hour, Scotty Nell Hughes, who was representing the Trump campaign about his child care policy and what do parents do if they want to go out and work outside of the home? How exactly would a Trump presidency help them, if at all? We'll have her explain that and much more. 1-800-383-9624. 1-800-383-9624. JoePags.com. Stay right here.